The goal of the program is great, totally supportive of that. If I wasn't supportive of it, I wouldn't have kicked it off 3 years ago.
One of Tucson's most successful and sustainable pilot programs is hitting a new milestone, but one of the program's original supporters has some concerns. ByFusion is a company the city of Tucson has been working with for years to turn residents' hard-to-recycle plastic into things like construction-grade building blocks for residential buildings and more. 13 News reporter Catherine Patterson joins us live from the Los Reales Sustainability Campus off Swan. Catherine, thousands in the community have helped push this program forward. So what's next for it?
Yeah, Dan Brooke, you're absolutely right. And those hard to recycle plastics as of now have to be shipped out to California in order to be processed and sent back to create those building blocks like you mentioned. But now this building that's going to be built just right in this area is going to create and process those blocks. It's a huge milestone for the project, but there are some hesitancies for some in the community.
1, 2, 3.
For ByFusion and the city of Tucson, there was a lot to celebrate.
It's the tenacity and commitment that the residents here have towards making their city cleaner and better and circular and sustainable.
The new building will be built on this plot of land that was surrounded today by supporters of the ByFusion mission. But one person was missing.
Our former council member Kazacek, who really championed this with Heidi at ByFusion and others, was not able to join us.
And it wasn't by accident he didn't show his support after advocating for the simple but effective goal for years.
We're going to take all non-recyclable plastics and use them to make construction-grade blocks. Some of that has changed.
The initial response years ago from the community was incredible. Almost too incredible.
The amounts of plastic we were receiving were far outstripping the current capacity of ByFusion.
It was out of control for all the right reasons, and that means that the community was totally supportive of the program.
So now more is required of those who want to give their waste away to mitigate those tons of trash, different from the simple drop-off they used before.
And having people buy a plastic bag made by one of the polluters to participate in the program.
And when asked if the new facility with more space will bring back the old ways of a simple drop-off, ByFusion says that the bag benefits more than it takes away.
It allows us to do traditional recycling for the PET and the HDPE, the water bottles, and the things that can be repurposed in traditional recycling ways. And the orange bag allows us to use that bin so we can conveniently decouple that in an efficient manner.
But their former collaborator says it's counterintuitive.
The more complex and the more guardrails you put around what's allowed in the program, the less likely people are to participate in it.
The ByFusion building here is expected to be completed by the end of the year. Reporting live in Tucson, Catherine Patterson, 13 News.